Welcome back to AKC Style, the place for figure skaters who want to learn how to skate their hearts out, compete at their highest potential, and spend as much time practicing their inner work as they spend physically training on the ice. Let's get started.
Hi there, I'm Coach Ashley, and before we get into the video of your first 3 skating moves, I just wanted to give you a little bit of an intro. You are going to see some on-ice examples for your first 3 skating moves, which will be your marching, falling down safely, and then standing back up independently as well. But as I was editing the video, which I'm doing now, I'm realizing that I didn't really give a great context for you, so I just kind of wanted to drop that in there while I'm editing. And then we'll jump right into the on-ice moves. But first off, when you're first learning how to skate, it doesn't really matter if you're on a public ice session, like you'll see I'm practicing this during public skating in the next couple clips, or if you're in a group lesson, or if you're just kind of going out there and skating for yourself independently. You need to learn how to do these 3 moves. Doesn't matter what age you are. Once you start mastering these 3 moves, it helps you get comfortable on the ice. So whether you're on a path to being a figure skater and you want to compete one day or take private lessons, or you want to play hockey, or you just want to go out and ice skate, maybe you have like an event, a birthday party or something like that, and you just want to go out there and not hurt yourself, this video is going to be really helpful for you, especially for you adult skaters who are watching this. It seems like falling down is going to be difficult and you're not sure if you're going to be able to get back up, but it's something that I do in all my adult skating classes when I'm working with people for the first time and they're just starting to get comfortable on the ice. It's really important to have that initial feeling and sensation of falling down safely so that you can just get over it. It's like ripping a band-aid. So once you start getting comfortable marching and maneuvering around the ice and coming away from the boards, you start to get over your fear a little bit, then you can get more comfortable. Usually I have people try to do this between class 2 and 3 when they work with me, just to reach for the ice, bend down, and get the sensation of falling in a safe way. And then standing back up independently, it really helps you progress a lot faster. So that's why this video is important. That's why I'm sharing this with you. I just wanted to give you a little bit of context before we jump into the video. So yeah, I hope you enjoy, and let's get on the ice.
When you first learn how to skate, the very first thing you're going to do when you get on the ice is to march. So that's your first skating move. Even as you're stepping on the ice for the first time, whether you're grabbing the boards or you have your arms out in front like you're about to see me do in a second, you're going to march. So you're imagining picking each foot up like you're just walking out on the street with sneakers on. But obviously you're in skates on the ice. But that's going to give you a visualization of like what you should be doing, as opposed to the shuffle motion that a lot of skaters who are first starting out will do. The shuffle motion is definitely a good way to fall and easily lose your balance, so think of marching first. Next, you're going to think of where you should be looking and where to put your arms. So you're going to look far down the ice and stare at something that's a little higher than your regular eyesight. Keep your arms stretched out in front in case you fall. That way your hands are the first thing to touch the ice and you can fall safely. Up next, we're going to talk about how to fall down safely and how to stand up independently without using the boards. But before we get into that, I wanted to share with you this new beginner skating guide that I created specifically for you. If you're watching this video, I know you're going to appreciate all the tutorials that I've put together for you. The best things about this tutorial playlist, or the best thing, is that these videos are super quick. So you'll be able to learn how to skate in very short clips. It gives you quick little wins and quick tips from my perspective as a skating coach who works with skaters of all ages, who are teaching them how to skate. And for the first time, some of them have never even touched the ice. So I'm giving you the tips that I have given to skaters along my years of coaching, and it really works for them. So you're going to love this beginner skater tutorial. You can go ahead and view it here. I'm going to link it up above. I'm also going to link it in the description box for you. It's a full playlist, so I'm talking about marching like we're talking in this video, falling down, standing up, obviously, but we're also talking about skating forward and backwards and the different ways to do that. So if you're past falling down, standing up, and marching, you're going to love this video series because I'm showing you how to skate backwards and do different maneuvers as well around the ice. So after you view these videos in my beginner skater tutorial guide, you're going to be able to move across the ice feeling comfortable, feeling confident. You're going to love it. And I can't wait for you to dive in. So after you finish this video, we're going to get into falling and standing up next. Go ahead and check out my beginner guide linked below. As promised, next up, we're going to talk about how to fall down safely. So you'll notice I'm putting my mittens on here. You're definitely going to want to make sure that you have gloves or mittens on if you're practicing how to fall down safely. It's just going to make the process a whole lot worse for you if your hands are cold and you're sliding all over the ice. So make sure you use some sort of protection for your hands. And as you're falling forward, you can see I'm reaching towards the ice. So you don't necessarily want to reach with your arms out in front as if you're diving. That's a quick way to get hurt. Instead, you want to think of reaching down to the ice, bending your knees, and then just try to stay balanced as you kind of slide forward on both knees. So that way you can practice standing up, which we'll talk about next. I'm going to show you again one more time the falling down motion as I reach for the ice and just kind of let my body slide forward. Next, we're going to talk about how to stand up independently. I always suggest trying this first before you try to use the boards. It's just easier to hurt yourself if you use the boards to stand up and then slip and fall. You can hit your face or anything crazy could happen. So instead, you're going to sit on your knees, put one knee up, whichever knee feels comfortable. Use one hand on that knee to push your whole body weight up. And as you stand up, you're going to bring your arms up like they're resting on a table. That's the best way to start learning how to stand up. Before I give you a bonus move, let's quickly just recap your first 3 skating moves. We're going to march independently, lifting our feet up slowly like we're walking across the ice in sneakers, resting our arms in front like they're resting on a table, and we're going to look far down the ice, preferably at something that's higher than our regular eyesight. You can march across the ice, march along the boards, whatever makes you feel comfortable. Next, you're going to practice falling down safely and standing up independently. As you practice falling down, bend your knees, reach for the ice, rest one hand on your knee. You can rest the other hand either on the ice or on your boot and push yourself up. When you get to that standing motion, you're going to pretend like that imaginary table is still in front of you, and you're going to rest your hands lightly on that table so that you can get your balance. I hope you really enjoyed these 3 moves. Let me know how it goes. And now let's go into your bonus move. Your next skating move will be the forward swizzle. I get really excited to teach beginner skaters how to do this forward swizzle because it really helps them feel more confident in them effortlessly moving across the ice. Once you start to feel comfortable, you'll notice like your balance is better, your marches start to feel more like you're gliding across the ice. That's when you know forward swizzle is in your future. So let's get into it. I always teach my younger skaters to kiss their heels together and then kiss their toes together. So they get a nice V-shaped motion for the beginning of their forward swizzle, and then they get the toes together for the top of their forward swizzle. So once you start to get comfortable with your balance, try to practice this heel motion to V motion, or making a V and then making an A shape with your toes together. All right, now that we have that swizzle motion, let's start moving. You're going to bring your heels together first in the V shape, bend and push your feet a little bit out, and then see if you can find that A shape motion and bring your toes in. So it kind of looks like you're making little lemons or the shape of a football as you're moving. And then as you start to get really comfortable with your forward swizzles, add a 2-foot glide like you see me doing here in between each swizzle shape or swizzle motion. So go ahead and practice this. I'm so excited for you. I can't wait to see your progress on the ice. And for more exciting skating moves like this, check out my beginner skater guide, where I'm going to show you different tutorials on some more advanced moves like forward stroking. We're going to do some pumps. We're going to do more swizzles, both forward and backwards, and just some more exciting things. So I'm going to link that. You'll see it up above and then also in the description box below. And if you thought on-ice tutorials were all that I had in store for you, you'd be wrong, because I also have a movement and flow playlist that I use when I'm practicing on the ice. It helps me get into the vibe and the feeling of having a really good practice. I also love to practice certain drills and certain jump and spin techniques to certain songs. That just helps me practice a little bit better. It makes my practices more efficient. So I'm sharing this playlist with you in my beginner skater guide, so you can go ahead and check that out and then save it so you can use it next time you're on the ice. And yes, everything in this playlist is friendly for every ears of all ages, so you can play it on Bluetooth while you're at the rink as well. And then I have one more thing to share. If you love my on-ice tutorials for beginner skaters, you're also going to love my off-ice tutorials playlist. I'm going to link the playlist for you up above and in the description box. You'll find my playlist in my beginner skater guide as well. I am always updating this off-ice list. So I have some things in there for beginner skaters. I have off-ice tutorials for jumps, for spins, and I'm always adding more. So go ahead and check that out, and you can reference it when you can't get to the rink, or you're just looking to add a little something extra to your practices. Thanks so much for listening today. If you found this episode helpful, let me know in the comments, and be sure to give this video a big thumbs up. This helps other figure skaters discover my channel and also helps me decide what topics I should share with you next. Have fun out there, and I'll see you at the rink.